हेलो दोस्तों, आप लोगों का स्वागत है हमारे चैनल टेक लवर्स में। आज हम लोग बात करते हैं क्वेसी कॉन्ट्रैक्ट के बारे में। क्वेसी कॉन्ट्रैक्ट इंडियन कॉन्ट्रैक्ट एक्ट में चैप्टर 5 के अंदर आपको मिलेगा एंड ऑफ सर्टेन रिलेशनशिप रिसेंबल दोस क्रिएटेड बाय द कॉन्ट्रैक्ट। सो दिस इज गिवन अंडर द इंडियन कॉन्ट्रैक्ट एक्ट 1872 चैप्टर 5। ओके, और सेक्शन 68 टू सेक्शन 72 हम लोग इसमें डील करते हैं। सो सर्टेन रिलेशनशिप रिसेंबलिंग दोस क्रिएटेड बाय द कॉन्ट्रैक्ट। बेसिकली लगता है कि कॉन्ट्रैक्ट है पर कॉन्ट्रैक्ट नहीं है। रिलेशनशिप सीम्स लाइक इट्स कॉन्ट्रैक्ट। ओके, सो दीज रिलेशनशिप आर बेस्ड ऑन इक्विटी एंड जस्टिस। द प्रिंसिपल बिहाइंड द क्वेसी कॉन्ट्रैक्ट इज अनजस्ट एनरिचमेंट। ओके, सो सेक्शन 68 की हम लोग बात करते हैं। क्लेम फॉर नेसेसरीज सप्लाइड टू पर्सन इनकेपेबल ऑफ कॉन्ट्रैक्टिंग और ऑन हिज अकाउंट। Okay, if a person incapable of entering into a contract or anyone whom he is legally bound to support is supplied by another person with necessaries suited to his condition in life, the person who has furnished such supply is entitled to reimburse from the property of such incapable person. Okay, so quasi contract में like suppose एक person A है जो माइनर है एंड उसके अंकल को लाइक उसके पेरेंट्स नहीं है, गार्जियन नहीं है, सो हिज अंकल बी वो उनकी हेल्प करते हैं माइनर की। उसको जो नेसेसिटी होती है लाइक फूड, स्कूल फी एंड ऑल दीज थिंग्स आर प्रोवाइडेड, सो ही कैन टेक फ्रॉम द प्रॉपर्टी ऑफ बी ए बट नॉट पर्सनली लाइबिलिटी ऑफ ए। ये ए की पर्सनल लाइबिलिटी नहीं बनेगी। देयर इज नो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट बिटवीन द पार्टीज, हाउएवर इट्स is imposed by the section 68. Now B can claim the reimbursement from the court. Section 68 is exception of section 11. Section 11 is not competence to do the contract. Okay, so वहां पे हम लोग देखते हैं कि section 11 में competency आती है। So illustration हम यहाँ पे एक देखते हैं। A supply B a lunatic with the necessities suitable to his condition in life. A is entitled to reimburse from B's property. A supply the Y, there is another illustration. A supply the wife and children B a lunatic with the necessities suitable to their condition in life. A is entitled to reimburse from B's property. So A supply करता है उसकी वाइफ और बच्चों को necessities. So A जो कि A is A supply. So जो B है वो lunatic person है. So A can claim the money or reimbursement through B property, but B is not personally liable for all these things. So necessaries में जो है necessary is not defined in Indian Contract Act. So हम लोग एक यहाँ पे केस लो देख सकते हैं, चैपल वर्सेस कॉपर 1844 ER. So example of necessity like food, lodging, medicine, education, line skills, etc. All these things are comes under necessities. This depend on the minors or incompetence person, lifestyle of the person, what is necessary for the person. So necessary suit his condition in life. Luxury is not comes under the necessities. Okay, and now there is another case law, Nash versus Inman 1908 King's Bench. So necessities does not mean what have been supplied. It means when it had been supplied, and when it is supplied when it is not needed, when a incompetent person already have abundance of the same thing, the reimbursement is not happen. So in this case Nash versus इनाम में हमने देखा कि जो necessities होती है लाइक अगर वो पर्सन के पास में वो चीजें नहीं है, सो हम लोग उसको वो सप्लाई कर रहे हैं, then that's come under necessities. But suppose person have already, like in this case जो defendant था, he already have the lot of clothes and the defendant supply like the plaintiff supply the clause to B, that is not necessary for him that point of time. So court say like because when that point of time he already have a lot of clause and you supply the same, so that point of time that is not the necessities for that person. So we cannot reimburse the money and he is not personally liable for the same. Okay, so Nash versus Inam 1908 King's Bench, that is a case law. Okay, section 69, the reimbursement of the person paying money due to another in payment of which he is interested. A person who is interested in the payment of the money in which another is bound by law to pay and who therefore pay it, it entitled to reimbursed by the other. So there is a one illustration, one example. Let's see. We hold land in Bengal, own a lease granted by A. The zamidar, the revenue payable by A to the government being in arrear. His land is advertised by for sale by the government under the revenue law. The consequences of such a sale will be the annulment of B's lease, B to prevent the sale, and the consequences annulment of his own lease, P to the government to some due from A, and A is bound to make goods to be the amount so paid. So in this case क्या हुआ कि लाइक हम लोग समझ लेते हैं कि ए की जमीन थी जिसपे जो कि गवर्नमेंट उसको लाइक उसको गवर्नमेंट ने एडवर्टाइज किया कि वी आर सेलिंग दिस लाइक लैंड बिकॉज द ए इज नॉट पे द रेवेन्यू टैक्स. सो एक बी का उसमें पर्सनल इंटरेस्ट था क्योंकि उसने वो गवर्नमेंट वो ए से लीज पे ली हुई थी एक जगह, तो उसने उसको भर दिया बिकॉज हिज पर्सनल इंटरेस्ट इज देयर, और इसलिए जो ए है वो बाउंड है उसको वो पेमेंट रीएम्बर्स करने के लिए, एडजस्ट करने के लिए. सो सेक्शन 69 का हम लोग देखते हैं यहाँ पे पर्सनल इंटरेस्ट शुड बी देयर. ओके, इट शुड नॉट बी द जॉइंट लायबिलिटी एंड लीगली बाउंड होगा, नो मोरल ऑब्लिगेशन. ओके, अगर पर्सनल इंटरेस्ट है तो आप उसकी हेल्प कर रहे हैं, सो दैट इज ओके. नाउ इट इज कवर्ड अंडर सेक्शन 69 of Indian Contract Act. But if suppose you are like helping somebody in sympathy, then that is not going to cover under section 69. Okay, your personal interest should be there. Like there's another example I give it to you. Suppose you are living in a PG, okay, guest house, and you are living over there and there is a electricity bill due. So you pay that bill because you don't want like your electricity is cut down from the government, so you pay the bill. So that bill should be adjusted in your rents. Okay, and because your personal interest is there, if suppose you are not pay that bill, your electricity will be cut and now you are going to be suffered. So there is a personal interest is there, and it should not be joint liability. It's not your liability. You are not liable to pay the bills. It's the liability of the owner, but you pay because of you want to help him out and you don't want like the electricity cut down. Okay, so there is a legally bound contract. It's not like unlawful contract because electricity bill is a legal thing. It's not any illegal thing. And so it's all about it, like section 69. Section 70, the obligation of the person enjoying benefit of the non-gratuitous act. So where a person is a lawful, does anything for another person or deliver anything to him not intended to do so, so gracious and such other person, or deliver anything to him not intended to do so gracious and such other person enjoy the benefit therefore, the latter is bound to make compensation to the former in respect of or to restore the things so done or deliver. So इसमें हम लोग समझ सकते हैं सेक्शन 6 में 70 में the obligation of the person enjoying benefit of the non-gratuitous act. So if you took the pizza, suppose एक पिज्जा डिलीवरी बॉय आता है and वो आपके घर पे गलती से डिलीवरी करते हैं. If you took the pizza delivery at your home, however you are not ordered and mistakenly delivered to you the pizza and you have it, enjoy it, and then you are bound to compensate the money. Okay, state there is a case law, state of West Bengal versus MSBK Mandal. Supreme Court interpret the word enjoyment. So there is a two kind of enjoyment, voluntary enjoyment and the compulsory enjoyment. As voluntary enjoyment, then you are bound to pay under section 70. Suppose अगर पिज्जा डिलीवरी करने आपके पास आया है and आपने उसको voluntarily enjoy किया, आपने उसको मना नहीं किया है, then it is based on the principle of quantum meritus. It's mean what one has earned or as much as he has earned is simply terms it's referred to the actual value of the service standard or performance. Quantum merit means pay for amount of work done. Okay, so under section 70 there is an obligation, you have to return that money or you have to compensate the money if you are voluntarily enjoy the benefit of the things. If compulsory you are enjoying it, you are say like no I don't want to take it, but वो जबरदस्ती आपको देके गया है कि हमारी स्कीम आप ये पीछे रख लीजिए, आप खाइए एंजॉय कीजिए, then you are not bound to pay anything. You don't need to compensate. But you are voluntarily enjoying the thing. You are not denying. You are not say like it's not my by mistake. Is so in that scenario you have to return that money. Like you can take the second example of like somebody send you the money through the PTM, then you have to return it down. Okay, like see another there is a illustration. Section 70. A tradesman leave good at B house by mistake. B treats the goods at his own. He is bound to pay A for them. So A ने एक ट्रेड्समैन था, उसने अपना गुड्स अपना सामान बी के घर पे छोड़ दिया और बी ने उस सामान को यूज कर लिया विदाउट हिज कंसेंट, देन ही इज लायबल टू पे फॉर देम. Okay, A saves B property from fire. A is not entitled to compensate from B if the circumstances show that the intended to act gratuitously. Okay, so this is another illustration. But suppose ये इलेक्ट्रिसिटी सर्विसेज जो सॉरी फायर सर्विसेज वाले आते हैं, वो उन्होंने आग बुझाई है, then they are liable to, then A have the liability to pay for the work they done. Okay, that is not the Gracious Act. Section 71, responsibility of finder of good. A person who find goods belonging to another and take them into his custody is subject to the same responsibility as a bailee. Okay, so bailment का provision भी यहाँ पे आ जाता है. Bailment में क्या होता है? Bailment is a type of contract where a person good transfer for a specific purpose and after purpose fulfilled, the person is returned the good to his owner. Okay, it is defined under section 148. So like dry cleaning the clothes, हमने अपने कपड़े ड्राई क्लीन करने के लिए दिए और उसने ड्राई क्लीन करके वापस दे दिए. So after fulfilling the purpose, after cleaning the clothes, he is returned to the goods to the owner. Okay, so reasonable care should be there. And A found lost good and took his custody. A should be take the proper care of the goods. It is because of the equity and justice virtue of section 71. Okay, finder of good is statutory bailee by the virtue of the section 71. Under section 70, finder of good is obliged just like a bailee. Okay, section 72, liability of a person to whom money is paid or a thing delivered by mistake or under coercion. A person to whom money has been paid or anything delivered by mistake or under coercion must repay or return it. For example, suppose you made the payment of 10,000 using Paytm to somebody by mistake. Now it's duty of virtue of the equity and justice return to the true owner. Okay, sale tax officer Banaras versus Kanayalal and Mukundlal Sarafa 1954. इन दिस केस लो क्या हुआ कि इन्होंने जो सेल टैक्स था वो ज्यादा भर दिया. So and the statute is changed. So in that scenario, the money they pay, that the extra money should be adjusted and returned to them back. Okay, file extra tax. This case में ये हुआ था. And coercion like so. Thanks for watching the video. If you like it, please like, comment, share, and subscribe the channel. Thank you for watching.